Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are here today for the start of the new Academy Racing, the all-new The Academy, ladies and gentlemen, under the umbrella of Ultimate Racing League. They will take everything. There is a huge takeover, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, so the old Tyre Shredders Racing that used to run the Academy are now, ladies and gentlemen, the Ultimate Racing League. And so we are back with a brand new series. It's red hot. Don't touch it. You'll burn yourself. It's the MX-5s, ladies and gentlemen, the Roadsters, Roadstars, Miata, call it what you may, it has many names, but we here are calling it fast. This is round one. We are at Lago Maggiore, and we are set for two fantastic races this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves. Just brace yourselves. They're using the Sports Soft tyres, and that is about as much as I know. I had a quick look on Discord to see what the rules are. There's no tyre wear, there's no fuel depletion, and they're using Sports Softs. I'm guessing they qualified to be where they are, and I'm guessing the second race they might do something with the grid. We'll just have to wait and see. We're on a flight of discovery, people. We're learning together. So that's the fun sometimes of going into these new championships. And my iPad battery is at 25%. So let's hope it lasts this whole stream. In the chat, Rudy saying, "Happy Friday." Hi, Rudes. How's it going, man? Let's have a look at the grid then for round one of this exciting championship, ladies and gents. On pole position, ladies and gents, I believe he won the championship last time out. It's the Froxy Dev. Looking splendid, ladies and gentlemen, looking absolutely splendid and glorious all in one, which is very difficult to do, you know. I try on a daily basis to be splendid yet glorious, and I struggle to balance the two. But Froxy Dev has got it nailed, ladies and gents, on pole. Nando Loris, ladies and gentlemen, we saw him near the end of the last series, and he is back, he is bad, and he is ready to mess things up. Yeah, you get me, bruv. So Lando Norris, not Lando, no, sorry, Nando Loris. I knew I was going to make that mistake, but I didn't realise it was going to be straight away on the grid. But Nando Loris then in second spot. Third on your grid, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. He is the Ghost Pepper. But Ghost Pepper at the moment present and ready, ladies and gentlemen. Third on the grid. Taff is fourth on the grid at the moment in the Road Runner, ladies and gentlemen. The true Roadster. The original Roadster, one may say. Roadrunner is. That's what I'm saying. So that's Taff. Johnny the Bravo is here. And he is fifth, ladies and gentlemen, and he got some good results. If you remember last series, the man is swift, so expect the unexpected. Where are we? Sixth, ladies and gentlemen, is Ravy Davy. Another one with potential of championship in him. We have a long line of potential champions out there, ladies and gentlemen. This series should be tight as a duck's rear derriere. They have to be. It's got to be watertight, you see. It sits in the water all the time. Sealed. Right then, in seventh, it's Ayrton, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Ayrton is often up that end. So it looks like the MX-5 could be a tricky contender here. It looks like maybe they must fight the car before they win the race. In, oh my, eighth. Now, This is a problematic name, isn't it? I understand, though. I do understand. Their username, their nickname, ladies and gentlemen, is Jamrag. And I must admit, at least once a month in the kitchen, I have some sort of spillage, and I do have a special cupboard with my Jamrags in. So it's nothing unusual. It's nothing serious, ladies and gentlemen. It's nothing to get concerned about. It's just a name. 8th Jamrag, ladies and gents. That's going to be great. Shouting that out. Thanks, Jam. If you know, you know. 9, Daddy Dins. Nice. Daddy Dins. In 9th, we've got some new people, fresh blood on the track, ladies and gents. And 10th, as always, keeping an eye from the behind, it's the Hops. It's Hoppers, ladies and gentlemen. This is his whole dream child. So, without further delay, there is no need to delay it more. How are you all guys doing? Anyway, it feels like I don't stream much, but I'm trying to whack them in at the weekends because I'm a very busy boy during the week nowadays. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm having some sort of like weird, not hanging out with you guys more than I would normally. It's weird. I know you're not currently here with me, but this is me talking to you in the future when you decide to watch it. Here we go then. Let's go racing. In the sexy Mazda Roadsters, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, we are present, we are a go. And Froxy Dev then leads them away from Nando Loris, but it looks like Ghost Pepper is lining up the Loris, ladies and gentlemen, but not quite. It's a heavy corner here, and Froxy Dev tackles it beautifully. With Nando Loris, though, getting very close, too close for comfort. The Froxy Dev would probably think Ghost Pepper having a slight offage, but it seems to be under control as the car slides underneath him, and Taft then gets a little closer, but so does Johnny, and Ravy Davy is in and amongst the mix. Ayrton still trying to get on top of the Mazda right now, with Jamrag in 8th, Daddy Din's 9th, and the Hops is 10th. Froxy Dev under fire as they come to the flying hairpin, ladies and gentlemen, and the Froxy Dev at the moment is mastering all that he purveys, and Nando Loris chases him down as Ghost Pepper has no issues at the moment, but it's Taft that's under pressure from Johnny and Ravy of the Davy. Ravy Davy stirs his gravy, and he's coming in strong, he's coming in hard, ladies and gentlemen, and you tie your mothers down, because here becomes a Ravy Davy. Ravy Davy then lining up Johnny, having a little kiss of the bumper, and then a little whip it up the inside outside. But Johnny has got him covered off. As you see, he is flexing, ladies and gentlemen, flexing his way through these corners. And oh no, Ayrton's got a cheeky little move done. Ayrton gets a cheeky move done on Ravy Davy as we were watching Ravy Davy go on the attack of the Johnny. And no, Ayrton then pulls one off, so to say. And then we've got Jam Rag ahead of Daddy Dins. These two are having their own battle at the moment, and the Hops is on the move. Froxy Dev still under pressure from Nando Loris, but Nando Loris, he can feel the heat from the Ghost Pepper, ladies and gents. Taff is leading the next segment ahead of Johnny, but Johnny just picked up a penalty because he's a very naughty boy. And Ayrton then is ahead of Ravy Davy after we saw that little cheeky move, and it was beautiful. And we were here for it, we were present. So Johnny under threat now, and Ayrton really is starting to chug, ladies and gents. He is chugging on through. Oh, 3 were wide coming out of the corner there with Ayrton, Johnny and Ravy Davy. And now Ayrton having to defend from Johnny as Ravy Davy is on the inside, gets a corner nailed. And now Johnny is slipping back again as Ravy Davy tries to maintain that 6th place ahead of Johnny. Sorry, here's Johnny. He can't quite get the commitment. Oh, a wiggle there. A wiggle from Ravy Davy. And Johnny then is going to scoop that one up the inside. Can he not? No, not quite there for Johnny. And Ravy Davy is clinging on, but he's gone a little wide there. And I'm sure Johnny's going to just slip in for a slipstream. Meanwhile, Ayrton is making a big escape as Taff closes in on the top three that are still where they were. But Froxy Dev feeling the heat from Nando Loris. Nando Loris, the fastest man on the track right now, and is eager to make his mark in this championship. Ghost Pepper in third. We've got the Taff in fourth. Ayrton down in fifth. Ravy Davy under fire from Johnny. And Johnny is giving it big balls, ladies and gentlemen. Jamrag in eighth, keeping Daddy Dins just at a distance. And Hoppers there is purveying all. The battle is hot, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, Ghost Pepper has gone slight detour there out of the corner, and that brings Taff right into play. Beep, beep. Ghost Pepper. That's what the Coyote feels like. Ayrton then, and still battlage from Ravy Davy and the Johnny. Oh, Ravy Davy out wide. I mean, Johnny, there wasn't much room there, but bless you all for the racing that you give. And Ravy Davy then has to set to chase mode as Johnny holds the line. Ayrton in fifth, trying to close in now on Ghost Pepper, who had a slight offage, as Taff then up to a podium position. Nando Loris is Adam Bugborn. Nando is all over the Barry R, and now that's got to bring Taff into play, surely. Looks like Nando may just about get away with it, but it's given Froxy Dev an absolute country mile as Nando was pushing hard to try and take the lead of this race, and now Taff is up for second place. Ghost Pepper trying to fend off Ayrton. Ayrton flying in this race right now. Unbelievable. Johnny in sixth, and Ravy Davy setting to chase. Jamrag is in eighth, with Hoppers ninth now. Daddy Dins. Oh, Daddy Dins has had a big moment. Shall we see what a big moment looks like in an MX-5? Why not? So Daddy Dins, remember, sports soft tyres, these cars are not easy, and the rear derriere just wants to swing around on Daddy Dins. Sorry, Dims, not Dins. And I had my glasses on, there's no excuse. The Froxy Dev then leads from Nando Loris, but Taff is on the move. Taff wants it up the inside. He's going for a late break onto the apex. Is it Taff's, or is he going to go wide? He's got it on the tarmac. It's looking good, and the move is complete, but Nando on a run up the hill against the Taff. Can he come through? He's going to be neck and neck as we're going to the corner, and Nando Loris reclaims the corner and the position. Beautiful racing, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful racing from our Pro Sim racers here. And that brings Ghost Pepper and Ayrton back into the fray as Taff goes for another move on Nando, and Nando having to build a huge brick wall as Ghost Pepper now is on the attack, and this is perfect for Nando Loris now as Ghost Pepper goes through. Ghost Pepper gets the move done. He has to go long to get it, and he gets it, and that helps Nando out no end from the pressure that the Taff was putting on. Ayrton then sitting in behind. He's just enjoying the view, just getting into the gist of it as he gets a move done on Taff rather easily. Ghost Pepper has a little moment ahead of us. And, oh, a little off there from Ayrton, was it? Yeah, Ayrton. Slide from Ghost Pepper. This is how hard these guys are pushing, ladies and gentlemen. It is all balls to the walls. And Johnny cannot shake off Ravy of Davy. And Ravy Davy is in the moment, ladies and gentlemen. He is pushing hard. Jamrag points it. He's parked it. Oh, you can't park there, sir. And Hoppers then gains a position from Jamrag, and Daddy Dims making his way in the world today, trying to catch up with Jamrag. Froxy Dev leads the way with Nando Loris having all sorts of fighting, and Ayrton has now finally made his way up to third place. He's got himself ahead of Ghost Pepper and the Taff, and Ayrton really is going for gold, ladies and gents. Can he catch the Nando? Well, Froxy Dev cruisers. This is how the championships are won, ladies and gents, with Nando Loris in second, Ayrton in third, Ghost Pepper and Tough all duking it out for that podium position. You can just feel that car slide, and it slid all the way, didn't it? So Taff having a little bit of grippage problems there at the moment, and losing a little bit of distance to Ghost Pepper, who seems to be wanting to line up Ayrton for a move. Nando Loris in that second place, trying to keep his head together. Hopper's going wide, that corner being problematic here for a lot of our contenders. Jamrag is in ninth. He's managed to keep hold of that position ahead of Daddy Dims. And there was a yellow flag, but I don't know what for. Ayrton, oh me, my words. And there, chasing down Nando, and the back end of the MX-5 just doing as it wants, as it usually does. I don't know what happened. The handling on this MX-5 on GT Sports was absolutely divine. It was a beautiful car to drive, but I've had a go on it on GT7, and it is a tricky trickster. It's a tricky trickster to drive. The rear just goes sometimes in the if you want to push. So Hopper's there, all up in Ravy Davies' business as well. So Ravy Davies lost a bit of time somewhere, and now Hopper's is up and through. And then we saw, just by magic, Ravy Davy disappeared. Unbelievable. Jamrag then up into 8th, and Daddy Dims up to 9th now as we lose Ravy Davy. The Froxy Dev leads, Nando Loris in 2nd place. Ghost Pepper is in 3rd now, looking good for that podium position. Taff is in 4th, with the Johnny in 5th. Ayrton with a huge amount of ground to make up. Can he do it? I think these are usually 20-minute races, so we're only halfway. There should be more to come. Hopper's at the moment up to 7th. Great driving from the Hops, but he is being caught by Jamrag. So Jamrag there having a look to see if there's anything on at the moment, and if it's on, it's on. Yeah, as the great Easy E would say. So Jamrag chasing down the Hops. Hops is a little bit wide coming through that final corner, and that's going to help Jamrag gain a bit of ground on the Hoppers at the moment. Froxy Dev out in the lead, nice big space. Nando Loris has spaced out the Ghost Pepper, and Ghost Pepper now is, oh, I thought he got a penalty, is finding Taff a little bit of a problem. Johnny all by himself ahead of Ayrton. Ayrton, oh, he hasn't put a lap in yet since the mistake to know if he can gain, but Johnny is a fast boy, so I can't see it, and he's going to be able to gain on him in this race. Hopper's up to 7th, but being caught by Jamrag. Hopper's a 140.8 last time around, but he's going faster than he's been before this lap, and Jamrag 137.6, 3 seconds faster, and he is set to catch the Hops if no mistakes are made. Daddy Dims at the moment in the 39s, as Froxy Dev is slapping 33s round the face. There you go, sir. Nando Loris 34s, sliding his MX-5 around the rear area of the last corner, and Ghost Pepper picking up a penalty, which is great news for the Taff in this podium battle right now. So Taff hunting down a Ghost Pepper at the moment. Ghost Pepper trying to slow the Asda Unos down, and gives us a little flash as he goes around the corner. Nice. So Taff there waiting for that penalty to be paid so he can gain up to well, I don't think he's going to get past him. The distance is good. He might close in quite nicely though. So there is half-second penalty, and I couldn't even say it as quick as it went. So Taff then coming down, it does give him a small advantage coming into the corner, but I think Ghost Pepper is going to hold him off, and he does. Beautiful stuff there. Taff has got to throw everything he's got at him. Johnny just going through the flying hairpin there, as Ayrton trying to close in. Johnny a 35.5 last time around. Ayrton a 34.7. Mush. Ayrton. Mush. Schnell. So Hoppers in 7th, Jamrag in 8th, still chasing the Hoppers down. They're matching each other's laps now. And Jamrag, he knows he can do a 36, early 36 in that car. At the moment in the late 37s, but he's closing in now, and Hoppers could be in trouble here. Oh no! The rag goes wide and hits the barriers. Daddy Dims is making his way towards him, but Jamrag gets going again. And it must have been dirty air behind Hoppers, you see. Just lost all the downforce. That big rear wing stopped working. Froxy Dev then leads this race easily and by a mile. Looking to gain another championship. Nando Loris in the second place at the moment, 33.9 against a 34.3, but I don't think Froxy Dev has any reason to get a nip on at the moment, with Nando Loris so far behind. Ghost Pepper has pulled away again from the TAF after paying that penalty, and yes, he's pulled away from the TAF. Johnny all by himself with Ayrton trying to close in, but Ayrton, I mean, you can only push these cars so much, you see, and then they go off. So they're delicate. I told you, they're tricky little vehicles. I'm going to chase my cat into another world because it keeps standing next to doors. Get out. There you go, the cat's gone. The distraction of the cat that's hanging around my feet is gone. And then trying to chase down Johnny, but I don't know. It's anything can happen, you know. Anything can happen. Hopper's there holding on to that 7th quite strong against the Jamrag and Daddy Dims. Froxy Dev cruising, ladies and gentlemen, cruising this one. Not much effort needed for the Froxy. I mean, I say not much effort. I mean, these cars are a handful, so I'm sure there was a lot of effort. But he's made it look simple. He's made it look easy. Nando Loris under a lot of pressure, but in the end maintains that 2nd place ahead of Ghost Pepper, who had a great comeback there. He lost positions to Taff and Ayrton and has managed to fight his way back up and into 3rd. And my child is trying to burn the house down by overcooking his dinner. So Ghost Pepper then in 3rd. Can he go and improve on that and start giving Nando a lot to think about? The gap isn't that big between the two of them, you know. And Nando, I'm sure he's going to want to push. He's going to want to push, but Froxy Dev down the road is... the temptation, a little wide there from Nando. Ghost Pepper keeping a close eye on the situation. Nando crossing the line with a 34.8. Ghost Pepper 34.1. That's a big, huge amount. Ghost Pepper over half a second faster at the moment, and Nando Loris has got to keep his head together because Ghost Pepper is coming in for the kill. Taff at the moment in 4th with Johnny trying to stay ahead of Ayrton and doing a superb job of it so far. Ooh, Ayrton had another bad one there, a 45.2. So Ayrton losing a lot of time that lap around, with Hoppers in 7th ahead of Jamrag in 8th, and Daddy Dims is in 9th. But the Froxy Dev at the moment is absolutely flexing. Froxy Dev then coming around gloriously in his Mazda, even giving the back end a little flick, you see? Showboating, ladies and gents, showboating we call that. Nando Still solid. Nice gappage between himself and Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper, fastest he went before last time around, a 34.1. I think we checked them times out. And now Nando coming down towards the line. He really has got to push in these last few laps of the race. 34.4. Ghost Pepper 34.8. That's good for Nando. It's good for Nando, ladies and gentlemen. Taff there in 4th. 34.4, faster than he's gone in the race. He's starting to really get down and dirty with the MX-5. As Johnny in 5th. We've got Ayrton in 6th. And Hoppers 7th. Jamrag in 8th. And Jamrag again, the dirty air off of Hoppers, sending him wide and into the scenery. Daddy Dims getting that yellow flag, and Daddy Dims, the turtle and the hare, ladies and gentlemen, is all I'm going to say, is the turtle and the hare. Softly, softly, gently, gently, Daddy Dims bringing it on home. And Jamrag, hot, and the blood rushing to the tip easily of his toe. And he's getting a little happy with the accelerator in the corners. And Daddy Dims then coming through. Froxy Dev leads. Nando Loris looks like that second place looks quite secure at the moment. Ghost Pepper hunting him down though. And Ghost Pepper, I've got to say, that livery is lit, my friend. Absolutely on fire. Well done. Superb. Taff in 4th, hunting his man. And Johnny is in 5th, with Ayrton in 6th. And Ayrton's had an absolute drama of a race. It's 19 minutes on the clock. I am assuming 20, guys. But like I said, this is a voyage of discovery. I can't remember all of the rules. I mean, they're on their 4th round, you know. That's how far behind. That's how deep in the hole I am. Froxy Dev then going around trying to get purples each sector. He's going out with a bang. Pole win and fastest lap. The Froxy Dev wants it all, ladies and gentlemen. All of it. And I'm assuming that the flag is going to be out before he gets to the end of his lap. As I think they're 20-minute races. Again, more purples from the Froxy Dev. I mean, he already has the fastest lap, but I suppose he wants to know how fast he could have gone. And, or maybe he's trying to get... Now, it's gone past 20 minutes and it's not saying final lap. So, no, maybe they're not 20-minute races. Who knows? 25-minute races? We'll see. So, the Froxy Dev, it's not his last lap at all. And he makes it towards the line to start lap 14. Did he get purple? Did he get purple? 33.2. No, it didn't beat his previous lap then. And now he's going to give it another go. Nando in 2nd, ahead of Ghost Pepper in 3rd. Taff in 4th. The Johnny in 5th. We've got Ayrton in 6th. Ayrton now starting to pick up the pace. 34.2 from Ayrton that last time around, but you can see that the MX-5 is very wiggly wobbly underneath him as he fights for every corner. My God, chairs got all stuck. Oof. So, and then tearing up towards the line, start lap 15. 14. And Hopper's then in 7th. Jamrag has got himself back ahead of Daddy Dims, who is having a little look at the scenery. Something interested him on the outside of that corner. Maybe it was a fox, a rabbit. The Foxy Dev leads the way. And it's not a mile, it's not 100 miles ahead. He's not hugely ahead of Nando Loris, you know. One small mistake and it still could, the lead could change here. The lead could change hands. And Froxy Dev then makes his way around. And starts lap 15 as Nando Loris gets another lap to try and hunt down the lead of this race. Ghost Pepper in third with the Taff in fourth. These guys all in sight of each other. It still could go any way. Johnny all by himself. He's missing Ravy Davy by now, I'm sure he is. They were having an absolute blast together. So Johnny in fifth with Ayrton in sixth. We got the Hoppers in seventh, ahead of Jamrag in eighth, and Daddy Dims in ninth. Froxy Dev coming up towards Daddy Dims then. A little bit of action for you, ladies and gents. A bit of lappage as Froxy Dev then closes in on Daddy Dims. And Froxy Dev not wanting to be distracted by the back marker. Oh, like so. And then makes his way past, and there you go. I don't catch many overtakes, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, that one's for you. Nando Loris in second with Ghost Pepper in third. Taff in fourth. Ayrton is in sixth place. 33.8 from Ayrton last time about. He's trying to catch up with the Taff, and the Taff's at 34.9, so that is nearly a second faster. And with however long we've got, has Ayrton got enough time to try and close the gap? I don't think he has. That's a huge gap. It is a big gap from fourth. Hopper's in sixth now. Why? We've lost someone else. We've lost Johnny. Oh, Johnny's gone. My good golly, we always need a Johnny. It's not safe without one. So the Froxy Dev then leads this race ahead of Nando Loris with Ghost Pepper in third. Taff in fourth. Ayrton in fifth. Hopper's now up to sixth, ahead of Jamrag in seventh, and Daddy Dims in eighth place. And Froxy Dev then making his way around. We're in the 24th minute. This could be it. We could get the checkered flag. You don't know. You never not know. You don't never not know. So Froxy Dev then coming around towards the line. And they really do edge it in that one. Yes, it's 25-minute races. There you go. And Froxy Dev then takes another win here at the Academy. Nando Loris coming home in second place as we see Jamrag and Daddy Dims cross the line for 7th and 8th. And Nando Loris, it's been a tough race for him, but he does claim second place ahead of Ghost Pepper in third, with the Taff bringing it home in 4th. Great drive from the Taff there. Ayrton comes round in 5th place, and I think a couple of people logging out, DNFing helped Ayrton there. He was definitely behind Johnny. I don't know what happened. Johnny must have just lost all connection. And Ayrton then bringing it home in 5th place, ahead of the Hops in 6th. Come on, Hoppers. Bring that bad boy home. Good drive, good drive. Well done. So Hoppers then, in his MX-5, brings it around the final couple of corners to claim some solid points today before we go into our second race. I wonder if our Wayward Sons come back. I doubt it. If they've hissed off, haven't they? And that's the Hoppers coming home in 6th. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the MX-5, not to everybody's liking, it seems. The Froxy Dev, it's to his liking. He got it all. He got pole, he got fastest lap, and he got the win. Nando Loris got a lot of pressure, but he did get second place in the end. Ghost Pepper dropped a couple of positions early doors, but he brought it back on home for a fantastic podium. Taff in fourth with Ayrton in fifth, looking out with Davey and Ravy Davey and Ayrton though. Solid pace, but that 1 or 2 laps, it's just the Mazda got it a mind of its own. Hoppers in sixth, picking up from Jam Rag's hot-headedness, and Daddy Dims nearly gaining from Jam Rag, throwing it at the scenery. So that's race 1, ladies and gentlemen, and that was exciting. Are you ready? Prepare yourselves for the second one. It's on its way. If I can find it. No, you should see how many replays. Look at all the pigging replays that I'm behind. And that's not even done the search for this week's races. I'm drowning. I'm drowning in replays. I don't know what to do, Augustus. So here we go then. Don't look at the spoilers, ladies and gentlemen, because I had a pig of a time. Oh, they look like all the liveries are there. Yeah, the first replay, I had to go and delete my cookies. I had to go and fondle my cookies and get rid of them. Because, yeah, no one's, there was a load of liveries not loaded up. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, another 25-minute race. All the same rules, I believe, except it's a reverse grid. Let's see if we can get something going on here. Now, there we go. So Daddy Dims is starting on pole with Jamrag in second. Hopper starts third. Then we have the Taff starting in fourth, with Ghost Pepper starting fifth. Nando Loris starting in sixth. The Froxy Dev is seventh. And Johnny, it must have been a disconnect, ladies and gents. Not a huffy puffy mood. It must have just been a little internet issue. And not Hey man, I've disconnected from races before. It happens. I've disconnected because of internet, and I've disconnected because of my little bad mood. So we all get it. So here we go then. Daddy Dims leads them away ahead of the Jam Rag. Hoppers in third. This is going to be a banger. Ladies and gents, prepare yourselves. It's off. If it's on, it's on. And now Daddy Dims then leads them away as Jamrag tries to put on the pressure, and Hopper's there, very aware of the Taff on his outside. Daddy Dims trying to slow the Mazda down without the back end going all kind of loopy, and Taff is wasting no time whatsoever, making his way through the crowd today, as Nando Loris as well, already up to third, as Ghost Pepper at fourth. Jamrag slipping down into fifth place. The Froxy Dev stuck behind the Jamrag as he sees his closest competitors pulling away, and Johnny has made the move on the hops. So Daddy Dim still leads, but the Taff is coming in strong, coming in hard. Prepare yourself. At least use a bit of lube. So Nando Loris also wants to get himself around the outside of the Taff, and you don't go around the outside of the Taff. No one goes around the outside of the Taff, Nando. Not even Loris. And now Nando Loris goes around the outside of the Taff. Well done. I said no one does that. So Nando Loris and the Taff having a big battle as Ghost Pepper tries to insert himself into the situation, and at the moment Daddy Dims is doing everything he needs to do to stay in the lead of this race. Taff goes for a little hot head move on the Nando a little wide. Nando's got a wiggle on. Nando's got a little wiggle on. Ghost Pepper's going to come through. Ghost Pepper's going to come through. There's dust kicking up. Nando's in third. Frosty Dev's now up to fourth place, and the Taff slips down to fifth, losing out altogether there as oh my word, ladies and gents, oh my word indeed. Daddy Dims leads this race as Ghost Pepper now up into second, and Nando Loris is having a look, and there's three wide going into the first corner. There is going to be Pro Sim Racer tears. flooding this place, ladies and gentlemen, if we are not careful. Daddy Dims goes wide, and Ghost Pepper goes through into the lead ahead of the Nando of Loris. Daddy Dims then down into third place as the Taff tries to get to work on him, and the Froxy Dev in fifth, winner of the race from before, and Taff then trying to go a long way around the Daddy Dims, but Daddy Dims standing fast in the midst there of the podium and fighting every corner as there's side-by-side action from Nando. Nando goes for the under, but Ghost Pepper goes for the drive up the hill, and he's not got it. Nando, great move from the Nando there to maintain to gain the lead, from Ghost Pepper. And Taff there in third. We've got Daddy Dim slipping down into fourth with the Froxy Dev all up and about his business in fifth place, having a look to see if there's something on the inside. Oh, it's tight, but it's not quite there, but he's still lining him up. Is the Froxy? Oh no, Taff's got a big wiggle on. He got a big one. He was going faster than he's ever gone before. As he hit the corner, he hit the brakes. Everything seems to be cool at the moment. And then into this corner, over the curbs, and the rear just fancied it. The rear just fancied carrying on, and that was a good save. That was a good save by the Taff there, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's being swamped by the field. But still, oh no, the back air. I don't know if he was helped with Johnny there. It looked rather close. And Johnny does seem to have slowed down, yes. So I think Johnny may have affected the Taff then in the corner, not by purpose, just by understeeriness. Nando leads from Ghost Pepper. The Froxy Dev up and into third now, ahead of Daddy Dims in fourth. Jamrag still maintaining fifth, ahead of the Hoppers in sixth. And Johnny, I think, is waiting for the Taff to close in. And the Taff there struggling on the sport soft tyres, or super soft tyres, should I call them? Oh, do you remember them days in GT? I mean, that's the second time I've mentioned GT Sport, isn't it? For the racing super softs, the purple ones. I always love a purple one, me, sir. Ooh, suits you, sir. Ooh, suits you. So Nando Loris is leading this race with Ghost Pepper in second, the Froxy Dev in third, with Daddy Dims in fourth. We got the Jamrag under pressure from the Hops. The Hops is pulling a move. The Hops fancies it. Oh, that's a rubbish view. I thought that'd be a really cool view, but no. Now it might be a cool view. Pissing. There we go. Hoppers then, and Hoppers has got this man behind him, Johnny Bravo. Up the inside for the Johnny, and there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Sheath power. So the Hops, this is the way it goes in the MX-5s, ladies and gentlemen. You go for attack, but you leave yourself wide open, and there Hoppers trying to make a move on the Jamrag, and found that the Johnny was there to pick up the pieces. Jamrag then in fifth place, chasing down Daddy Dims, and I'm seeing a rivalry start here, ladies and gentlemen, for the championship. It's looking fun for Daddy Dims and Jamrag. We've got a nice rivalry to go. Froxy Dev picking up a penalty as Ghost Pepper tries to chase down the Nando, but Nando really is finding his gander in this race. He really is finding his groove. And at the moment, Nando Loris leading the way ahead of Ghost Pepper and the Froxy Dev. And we're already round one, ladies and gents. We're starting to see a championship battle form here with the Froxy. I tell you, the Froxy, I thought the way he ran away in race one, this was going to be a slam dunk for him, this championship. But this race, Nando, Ghost Pepper, and I'm not counting out Taff. In that little battle there either. Right, we're down to 8th, that's right, is it? We lost someone else. Hey, Rob's in the chat saying, good afternoon, sir. How the devil are you? I am all good, sir. I am good as you could be. Just got off my first week of nights at my new job. With the Williams crew. Bill Albon's floor. Well, not built its floor, but we worked on. I don't know if it's out. We worked on a floor. It was good. We got it out the door. It's at Monza. They're on the track. We did okay. So yeah, had a good week. Had a good week, sir. Had a good week. Thank you. So Nando Loris then leads the way with Ghost Pepper in second and the Froxy Dev in third spot. Johnny in fourth. Come on, Johnny. He's got himself ahead of Daddy Dims and the Jam of Rags. And the Rag Jam is coming on strong. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, really, is it? The Rag Jam Rag coming on strong. It's a heavy flow for Jam Rag this time around. Daddy Dims feeling the pressure. And Taff in seventh with the Hoppers in eighth. Can't help but feel we've lost someone, but I can't put my finger on who it is. Oh, Nando then leads the way with Ghost Pepper in second and the Froxy Dev in third. Podium positioning. The championship's going to be taught, ladies and gents, but Nando really is pulling out all the stops here and moving away from the crowd. Ghost Pepper in second, the Froxy Dev in third, Johnny in fourth, Daddy Dims in fifth with the Taff in sixth. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. What happened here, sir? So Jamrag and the Taff go to war. And Jamrag... Oh, I don't know. It just seemed to get a little bit funny there in the overtake. I'm not sure. Not sure at all, ladies and gents. But the Taff is going slowly. So that's Hoppers back up to sixth again. Hoppers absolutely claiming some great points so far this round from other people's mistakes. There goes Jamrag through past the Taff. And the Taff very gentlemanly there indeed. Nando Loris leads the way with Ghost Pepper in second and the Froxy Dev in third place. And Johnny in fourth. Johnny doing great here. Say he didn't get to complete the first race. He is best of the rest, just off the podium in this second race. Daddy Dims as well, picking up good points in the Zero sponsored MX-5. Hoppers in sixth. Jamrag in seventh with the Taff. Not Taff's fault, but it's not been the greatest race for the Taff. Didn't a little racing incident put him off early doors as well? May have done with Johnny, I think. So yeah, the race not going Taff's way, but they're made of strong stuff. And these pro sim racers, they're built differently from us, ladies and gents. They're subhuman. So he'll be able to come back from this. Nando Loris then leads the way with Ghost Pepper in second. And Ghost Pepper just cannot apply himself to the Nando. Nando on another realm. He's racing in another league at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, with Ghost Pepper there in second. And you just can't push. Like I said, these cars don't allow you to push. You can't deep brake these ones. You've got to brake where you got to brake, or the back end will swing out, sister. So you've got to drive these cars as careful as you possibly can. You can see they're eager. They are eager to go at any point, as Ghost Pepper is demonstrating for us right now. And any more of that shenanigans, and he's going to be caught by the Froxy Dev. Don't forget, never forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Froxy Dev got pole, fastest lap, and he took the win in that first race. So do not count Froxy Dev out. Ghost Pepper, though, under the pressure, as Nando Loris has a buffer, a lovely little buffer. Johnny in fourth. Johnny at 35.8 last time around. He's not going to scare the top three with that time. And 38 for Daddy Dims, but he's ahead of the Hoppers, who has now been caught by the Taff, and the Taff now trying to reintroduce himself into this race. It is time, he says. It is time that I started racing properly. Hoppers then in seventh, and the Jam of Rags is catching. And Hoppers there feeling the heat. The heat is on. It's on the streets. The heat is on. Jamrag then putting on the Ritz here for Hoppers. Is he going to sell him a dummy? Is he going to go for a straight outside move? Is he just going to pray? Oh, he's going to go for the orange barrier this time. My word, these cars are tricky. Poor old Jamrag. The dirty air off of Hopper's car for Jamrag today has been abysmal. Hoppers, what are you doing? Have you got some sort of thing coming out the back of your car that just blows a load of, like, dirty air everywhere? Because poor old Jamrag, every time he gets a sniff at the rear derriere of your car, he seems to go off the road. So Nando Loris still leads ahead of the Ghost of Peppers, and the Froxy Dev is in third, but he's closing in. He is starting to turn up the tap. Oh God. I put my glasses on, but they're not on straight, so I couldn't read it. Rob in the chat said, did you know that when Jamaicans say blood clot, it means as a massive insult? They are actually saying blood cloth, but they don't pronounce the TH the same as us. Oh, there you go. And then our townies and stuff have turned blood clot into a term of endearment now. So, Nando, that's interesting. I don't know where blood clot comes from. You trying to... I told you, Jamrag is for when I spill my strawberry jam, when I make my toast. At least once a month, I make toast, and there is always some kind of jam spillage. So I have to get the special rag out of the cupboard for my spillages. So that's all. That's all Jamrag means. I don't know where you're getting blood cloth from. Hang on. These wannabe gangsters on council estates think they're being cool. They're calling everyone. Yeah. Let's Nando Loris. I might start giving him a French. I might do French for the rest of this race. Or senor. That's meant to be in Spanish. Oh, mademoiselle, Nando Loris. That's Italian. I'm not doing accents. And Froxy Dev has caught and taken care of the Ghost Pepper. But Ghost Pepper coming in. He's coming in hard, strong, and fast. All of them. He's coming in all of it. He's giving it all great guns, Captain. Give it everything you got, Captain. Warp 9. And Ghost Pepper then giving the Froxy Dev a fight, ladies and gents. But the Froxy Dev has gone into ultra mode. He's pulled out a 1:33.7, and he is heading for another win if he's not careful. Ghost Pepper, though, giving him a fight, ladies and gents. And Johnny, sitting in fourth, would love it if these two could cancel each other out. But no, Froxy Dev is moving on up like the M people. Oh, look at the control he's got of his car, ladies and gentlemen. That is a man who is on top of his Mazda at the moment. Nando Loris leads from the Froxy Dev. Ghost Pepper in third. Johnny Bravo is in fourth spot, chasing that little podium battle down. Oh, Taft's just made a move on Daddy Dims. Oh, bless Daddy Dims. Having an absolutely extraordinary race in fifth place. Has found a patch of grass. He's done a bit of landscaping. He felt that grass was just too long, ladies and gents, and has moved over to take a little mow. And Taft moves up to fifth then. The race not as bad as it began. Sixth for the Hops. Daddy Dims in seventh, and Jamrag is in eighth place. Nando Loris leads, and we've got 10 more minutes of racing. 10 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves. It's coming. So the Ghost Pepper slipping behind Froxy Dev, and Froxy Dev is in sight of Flando. So no, I don't want to download resume. Give me 1 second, people, because I'm just going to cancel you, bitch. Get out of here. No Man's Sky wanted an update. Sorry, people. I paused it before I did the stream, so it wasn't taking up internet space. And then some reason it decides halfway through, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and download that if you don't mind. I'm like, no, I paused you. I paused you for a good reason. Not because it wasn't, I didn't fancy it right now. Oh yeah, sorry. We were watching Froxy Dev, seeing if he can close in on Nando Loris. Ghost Pepper in third, Johnny in fourth. We got the Taff up to fifth, Hoppers in sixth, Daddy Dims in seventh, and Jam Rag in eighth. And like I said, we've got a lovely rivalry building between Daddy Dims and Jam Rag. So we've got to keep an eye out for that during the season, as we have a lovely rivalry here with the Froxy Dev, Nando Loris and Ghost Pepper, although Ghost Pepper is being left behind somewhat now by the Froxy Dev. We're on board Froxy Dev because it looks like he is really starting to bring it on home to the Nando. And Nando out there in the lead, doing 34.4s last time around. Froxy Dev can get it into the 33s, but he did a 35 when he had to get past Ghost Pepper, who's in the 35s at the moment. Johnny in the 36s with Taff doing 34s. Now Taff, can he catch Johnny up? That would be astounding. Hopper's in sixth, and he's got Daddy Dims not far behind. Daddy Dims getting a taste of the high life, starting on pole, riding in fifth for a while, and Daddy Dims, he might fancy this one against the Hoppers. He might send it, ladies and gentlemen. He might lick that stamp. You never know. Jamrag struggling with the dirty air. He's fast, but as soon as he comes behind a car, it seems to just throw him into all sorts of directions, as the Nando is, you can see that he's pushing. You can see he is trying to give it everything he has, because he knows the orange car in behind him is coming in strong, and he would have seen that fastest lap as well. He would have seen a 33.6 come up, and he would have thought, you're pissing me, aren't you? You're joking. That's not right. 34.5 is a second, nearly a lap faster than you at the moment, Nando. You've got to dig deep. Got to dig deep. Only 7 minutes to go. There's more to it than that, as the Froxy Dev gets into the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Laser focus. The Froxy Dev is using at the moment to try and hunt down Nando. Nando trying to maintain that lead from early doors. Ghost Pepper, another podium. Johnny getting to the flag. There is lots of little wins here. Taff getting himself back up to fifth ahead of the Hoppers. Daddy Dims in seventh and Jamrag. And for the life of me, I know Ravy Davy went in the first race, and so did Johnny, which put us down to eighth, but Johnny came back. That put us up to ninth. I cannot think who's gone. That is so weird. That's how bad my memory is. Just from the beginning of the race, I can't remember whom we have lost. Nando Loris at the moment, though, leads the way, being pursued by the Froxy Dev, and the Froxy Dev going another 10th faster. Nando 34.0. He has picked up the pace, but is it enough? As we still have just over 5 more minutes. Ooh, Nando replying with a purple sector, ladies and gents. Oh, my heart is starting to go up in my throat, ladies and gentlemen, because that means Nando is pushing hard. He is pushing hard for the win, and these cars, as we have already discussed, do not enjoy being pushed hard. They like to be driven softly. You just can't get away with the late brakes. You can't get away with braking late because the rear just moves out on you. So at the moment, Nando pushing on, he's cooking, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the stove out, he's starting to cook. And the Froxy Dev hunting him down. What's the lap time's going to be on this one? This is taut stuff, ladies and gentlemen, as Nando makes his way around towards the line. And we've got less than 5 minutes to go. 34.1 from Flando and 33.7 from Froxy. Another gain. You do the math. That's the Froxy Dev moving in closer each lap, each corner. Ghost Pepper slipping back from that battle for the win but he's got the podium sewn right up. Johnny in fourth. He's got a good gappage between himself and the Taff. The Taff, though, for a late assault. 35.1 from the Taff. Johnny at 35.7, but it's a little too. It's all a little too late now in the race with only 4 minutes to go. Hopper's there, another great position, 6th. Great points for him. Daddy Dims and the Jam Rag. They're going to go out with a bang here, ladies and gentlemen, but remember, Jam Rag just does not deal with dirty air. And again, the dirty air has put Jam Rag facing the wrong way, and Daddy Dims, I think I can hear him laughing. Nando Loris is leading the way with the Froxy Dev, hunting him down. Ghost Pepper in third. The clock is ticking, ladies and gents. The clock is ticking. We are lurching on towards the end of this race, and can the Froxy Dev really, I think he's struggling to catch him anymore. He's doing great lap times, but Nando has picked up his pace and is maintaining the gap that he needs to maintain ahead of Froxy Dev. So Froxy Dev struggling at the moment to get on par with Flando. Flando doing a beautiful job. Froxy Dev pushing on. Ghost Pepper doing enough to stay in the podium position, as Johnny a little further back there, and he's got nothing to worry about. Taff is getting closer though. A 35.7, 35.3. So Taff is ever getting closer to the Johnny, but Johnny, he's got a lovely gap between himself and Taff for the remaining 2 minutes of this race. Nando, I think it's enough. I think he could do this. I think he's going to be A-OK, ladies and gents. Nando then trying to maintain his position ahead of Froxy Dev, race 1 winner, and has come on strong in these last few laps. But Nando has had the answers. He has replied to the Froxy Dev. And Ghost Pepper looking good for the podium, for sure. For show, my bro. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, we've had no comms for the past 3 weeks in League 2. URL Sunday. Don't know what happened to Firepower. Who was doing them? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I do remember, I do remember someone saying that if they can't find, they're not going to keep hunting for them. So maybe you guys aren't sharing your replays. I don't know. I do remember someone saying, and I do remember someone was, one of the comms guys was a bit peed off because, I mean, and it happened to me. Yeah, I started streaming this race and YouTube doesn't always take. Oh, it's getting close now, Nando and the Froxy Dev. Yeah, sometimes YouTube, and I think someone got really peed off because those guys, for some reason, they like to stream it offline and then allow it to be online. If you get what I'm saying, you can kind of stream without it being public on YouTube, and then after you finish, you can then make it public. And I think those guys like to do it like that. But the problem with that is sometimes YouTube doesn't take, and if you don't notice, oh God, then you've wasted a whole sort of 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time commentating on a race that hasn't recorded. So yeah, there's a lot of frustrations at the moment with GT7, the comms and replays as well. So I don't know which is which though. Nando Loris Jamrags crossed the line in 8th as Nando does it, ladies and gentlemen. Great stuff. 1 win apiece from Nando and the Froxy Dev. Brilliant stuff. And Ghost Pepper brings it on home in 3rd place. A cracking podium from Ghost Pepper. This championship is hot already. Johnny in 4th. He makes the flag. And he makes our hearts, ladies and gentlemen. He is the driver of the people. He is the driver of the people. Sheath me up, Johnny. Get me in there. Protect me. Cover me, Johnny. There you go, 4th. Taff in 5th. Taft's he's had an absolute epic race. Hoppers brings it home 6. More good points for the Hoppers. And yeah, Hoppers' start to the championship been absolutely blinding. Great stuff from the Hops himself. Crossing the line for 6th place. And Daddy Dims brings it on home 7th ahead of Jam Rag. So that rivalry is going to be beautiful in the championship. And there we go, Daddy Dims giving us a little spin A. Spin A for the end A. So Nando and the Froxy Dev both with wins each. Fantastic. Ghost Pepper in 3rd. Great drive from Ghost Pepper. And Johnny there sticking with it after his coming together with the Taff. And coming home in 4th. Taff in 5th. Beep, beep. And Hopper's 6th. Oh, that's a rubbish shot. Come on. Centralise. There you go. Hopper's in 6th with the Daddy Dims in 7th. And Jamrag in 8th. Right, that is the brand new championship, ladies and gentlemen. Roadsters! Mount up! Yeah, baby. I'm up for it. I hope you guys are as well. We've got so much new stuff. I've got so many streams. I am so deep in a hole, ladies and gentlemen. It's not concerning. I'll get there. Don't you worry. Even if I have to do a day of just streaming. I don't know what I'll talk about, but well, with the racing, obviously, but all the bits in between, there's only so much you can talk. But yeah, we will endeavour to catch up. Honestly, I promise. But there is a brand new championship in town, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Roadsters, and it is looking like it's going to be a battle between Nando, Froxy, and the Ghost Pepper. So miss nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss a thing. And if you want to join Ultimate Racing League, they're on Facebook. So just do a search on Facebook and find them there. Then you'll find a way into their Discord. But they don't use Discord much. You're best off with Facebook.
Always a great watch, mate. Red Heart.
It's been fun, guys. I've missed you guys. It's not even been a week since my last stream. I don't know. It just feels like it's been epic because of the new job and stuff. So, yeah, it's glad to be back. Glad to be streaming again. Thanks, guys. Vodka saying cheers, Ryan. No, cheers, thingy. And Vodka Rob always saying, always a great watch, mate. I'm pleased, man. Thank you very much. It's good. It's good to reconnect with you guys. Okie dokie, then keep an eye out. There's going to be some, it's going to be thick and fast, I'm sure, with the replays, the streams. I always say that and then end up just doing one. I'm definitely live tonight. It's relative when you watch this. Friday evening, I'm live with the Full Throttle crew. We're at the Nords. Hey, Vodka Rob, you love the Nords, don't you? They're at the Nords in the Group 4 cars tonight. And I think I'm going to be live, if everything's good, back with the World Racing Community. Our old Friday night racers have moved over to Saturday. So Saturday live racing, people. When it happens, it will be streamed. Friday, just before 8 p.m. and Saturday, just before 8 p.m. That will be live, but I will try and live stream some replays peppered in between and around. Okay, thank you for viewing. Thank you for the chat and getting involved. And Vodka saying, excellent. Nordschleife. Yes, tonight, my friend, 8 o'clock. The touring car, Toka 2, the 98 touring cars will be going around there. Thank you, everyone. Tiru. Peace and love. Peace and love.